What really happened to Bill Cipher? The new Gravity Falls book, The Book of Bill, dangles one question over the reader's head for its entire duration. Is Bill Cipher alive? If this is a book that takes place after the events of Weirdmageddon, then how did he write it? How is he still communicating with us? This has been a mystery for well over 8 years at this point, since the climax of the Gravity Falls finale, where if we reverse Bill's seemingly incoherent final words, he calls upon the help of the axolotl, a cosmic being who's practically a god amongst gods. Fast forward to the book Dipper and Mabel and the Curse of the Time Pirates, and the axolotl reveals that there's one way for Bill to absolve his crime: a different form, a different time, implying that Bill may have another shot through reincarnation. But then the graphic novel Lost Legends has a hidden code that reads, "Bill lives," pointing to the conclusion that Bill did in fact survive and is out there somewhere, waiting for a chance to bounce back. And aside from reincarnation, a popular fan theory is that he actually exists within Stan's head, returning alongside Stan's memory. But finally, after nearly a decade, we have a concrete answer on Bill's fate. Two actually, not just from the book, but from the man himself, Alex Hirsch. What actually went down in Stan's mind? And is it possible that Weirdmageddon could be reignited one day? We're going to be getting into big spoilers from the very end of the Book of Bill. So if you haven't read it for yourself yet and want to find out the answer while reading, click off now. For the rest of y'all, I humbly ask that if you end up enjoying the video to throw it a like and subscribe to the channel for more Gravity Falls content. Now let's get into it. The Book of Bill makes it pretty clear that even though he no longer has his physical form on Earth, or at least it's useless and petrified deep in the woods, his spirit at the very least survived. While the book throws a lot at you, there is a clear through line that starts at the beginning when the reader summons Bill and makes a deal with him. You get to read his book, and he'll explain what he gets out of it a little later on. Don't think too hard about it. By reading the book and flipping through its pages, you're doing Bill's bidding and giving him a new passageway into our reality. And according to Alex Hirsch at one of the Barnes & Noble signings, this means whenever the book is open, Bill is alive. When it's closed, he's dead.
Well, the book is closed, Bill is dead. While the book is open, Bill is alive. If you open and close the book quickly, you're bringing him to life and killing him over and over and over again, which he might like. So, you know, like that's kind of, like that's sort of how I feel about fiction, is that it's like, it's both, it's alive when you're thinking about it, it's dead when you're not.
This is very much a spoiler-free answer, one that does track with the book itself without giving too much away, as he's obviously not going to touch on the end of a new Gravity Falls book at an event full of fans who haven't gotten a chance to read their copies yet. But if you flip towards the final pages, you'll find that Bill's survival extends beyond his relationship with the reader. He reveals his plans to restart Weirdmageddon by having the reader go to Gravity Falls and shake hands with his statue, allowing him to possess the reader's body and activate one of the remaining portals on Earth, reassembling his physical form and allowing him to kickstart Weirdmageddon 2.0. But before the reader can go through this devious act, the Pines family interjects with their own perspectives on Bill. Ford tells the reader that happiness can't be found in Bill's plans of world domination. It's found in things like family. Mabel compares Bill to a needy ex, giving him advice on how to move on from Ford. Dipper straight up threatens Bill, stating, "Bill, if you're somehow reading this from whatever quantum afterlife you wormed your way into, listen up, man. You tried to kill my sister. If I ever see you again outside of my nightmares, there is no force in the universe that will stop me from putting you in the ground. I outsmarted the US government, leapt off a cliff, and punched through a robot's head, defeated zombies, outslew Sherlock Holmes, and survived the start of puberty. Come at us again and I'll end you." And then there's Stan, who puts the final nail in the coffin and turns the reader against Bill for good. Oh great, now I gotta write something about Bill. What a bunch of... Look, the little wise guy ain't that complicated. I only met him once and he cried like a baby, and then I punched him to death. What more do you need to know? Sixer's always got some ghoul or warlock chasing after him. Pointy was just the jerk of the week. Yeah, I looked at his so-called book. Too many words if you ask me. Look, take it from a master con artist. If a deal seems too good to be true, that's because it is. Except for at the Mystery Shack, where the deals have never been better. Here's the one thing I don't get though. So we erased Bill, but his ghost is writing a book, right? So where is he right now? If he hasn't told you, it's probably because he hates it there. Otherwise he'd be bragging about the afterlife non-stop, right? P.S. If Bill's so smart, how come we're so much happier than him? Boom. Yeah, this triangle got demolished. This little family chat causes the link between Bill and the reader's mind to weaken, and Bill freaks out.
Isn't that adorable? What cute little characters in their quaint little story arcs. As if you care. If they think you'll throw away your godly destiny for some random mortal family, then they don't know you the way I do. No, the pines mean nothing to you. You gave me your blood. You let me into your mind. You killed an elf for me without even blinking. And now you're ready for our deal, right? You're ready for our deal, right? No. No! Something's wrong. I can see inside your mind. Our link is weakening. After everything I did for you, I showed you my childhood. I broke the fourth wall for you. And this is how you repay me? It's him again, isn't it? I knew it. He's the one who turned you against me. That fumbling idiot con man. That weaker copy of Sixer. Stanley. Stanley. Stanley.
On the day Bill Cipher died, he used the trick he never tried. Shattered, broken, not yet dead, Cipher left the con man's head. A desperate plea, some panicked prayers, to meet the frilly guy upstairs. In a tank outside of space, the opposites met face to face. Just one shot to live again, he pled his case to his old friend.
Look, from one god to another. Who cares if I tried to kill those brothers? They're all ants. It's all a game. Let's press restart and try again. I'm too cool and fun to die. Please, just get this angle one more try.
The ex sighed in a knowing way. He expected that this is what Bill'd say. You cannot regrow through denial. You'll have to face my hardest trial. See my program to the end, then you may live again.
Am I fighting demons? Eating ghosts?
You're getting what you need the most. One way to absolve your crimes. To change your form will take some time. Bill could not believe his luck. This salamander was a smuck! Easier than he ever thought it. He faked remorse. The guppy bought it. In combat, Bill was undefeated. Whatever challenge, he could beat it. Bill shook the axe's hand with glee. How bad could these trials be? What really happened to Bill Cipher when he was ejected from Stan's mind? Well, the axolotl gave him another chance and sent him to rehab, the theraprism, where he has to reevaluate himself alongside some of the greatest freaks in the multiverse.
Look, there's the core from Amphibia.
Bill's ticket out of this place is some genuine introspection and atonement for his past. But he doesn't want to do any of that crap. He's got important evil business to attend to. So he created this book as a way to find a new pawn who can bust him out of rehab early, ending the book on a salty yet ominous note for old Billy.
Fine. Is that what you wanted to see? Are you happy now? This is where they stuck me. An overly medicated Kafkaesque health hole with loser tier villains from every reality until I learned some kind of lesson. I thought you'd have the stomach to break me out early, but you turned out like all the rest. Just like my worthless hench maniacs who haven't called. Just like my miserable family who tried to snuff out my talents. Just like Sixer who ruined my one shot at liberating reality. Fine, have it your way. What have I learned in therapy? Nothing! This dumb rock can't keep me contained forever. I don't need 1 million followers. I just need one. It's only a matter of time. And I have all the time in the world. There's always another human. Someone else will pick up the book. Someone else will shake my hand one day. When you least suspect it, I'll be back. As for you, you betrayed me. I'm severing our connection and cutting out our best memories. Snip, snip. Remember the chapter about the Bermuda Triangle? No? Good! It's already working. Soon this will all seem like a dream. Because no matter what the idiot counselors in the smiling cage say, I don't need anyone. I never have, and I don't miss any of them. I'm fine. Someone will let me
out. Bill Cipher lives, and he's desperate to make his grand reintroduction into our world, as his petrified physical form lies dormant somewhere in the woods. waiting for the moment some sucker finds the statue and is foolish enough to shake his hand, reigniting the cycle all over again. Although he didn't plan on getting destroyed in the mindscape, leaving behind his physical form before entering Stan's head ultimately ended up being a form of insurance for the old dream Dorito. Now obviously after reading all this, you're probably wondering, what the hell does this all mean? Between the multiverse tease and mentioning things like Earth's remaining portals, name dropping a Dark Age one in particular, alongside a few other revelations and offhand remarks in this book, like how Bill worship has become edgy around town after Weirdmageddon, it really does seem like more Gravity Falls could be on the table. I mean, we went from Bill's fate being rather ambiguous for 8 years to having his survival spelled out over the course of 200 pages. It feels a little bit more than open-ended to me. After reading the Book of Bill, I definitely want to see an adventure that explores how the town has been recovering after the events of Weirdmageddon, and maybe the emergence of a new cult that worships Bill, which in return can allow the Anti-Cipher Society, a cult that was introduced in this book, to step in and try to put a stop to Bill's resurrection. Yeah, a continuation might just be another book instead of a full-blown animated project, but it doesn't really matter to me. As long as we continue to get more stories in this world, I'm all for it. Keeping the series as books enables Hirsch to push the envelope without worrying about the S&P, on top of the fact that he and Disney get to keep making money from the Gravity Falls franchise without having to work with each other on a daily basis. Everyone wins. But as always, these are just my thoughts and I'd love to hear yours. What's your take on Bill's fate? Is he alive or just sort of alive? Let us know in the comments down below and keep the conversation going over on Twitter and Instagram at AwestruckVox and at Roundtable Vids. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you have an awesome day. See ya!